hello. Hello, hello, hello. Nicola Dunn, hello. You are first to comment today. Hello, my lovely. Hi, Laura, Linda, Jodie, Heather, Dawn, Meg, Janine, Joanne, Melanie, Michelle. Hello, hello, hello. How are we all? Are we okay? Hello, it's Sunday. I've had such a busy weekend this weekend. As those of you who may know, it's Aaron's birthday today. And we went out for a meal with his family yesterday. And yeah, it's just a non-stop busy weekend this weekend. I will say that the invoices from Friday night have not been sent yet. The orders have been processed, like I've already drilled the pearls, but the invoices have not been sent yet. I haven't had a chance to send those, so they will be getting sent tomorrow morning. So I apologise that they haven't been sent yet. I haven't forgotten, it's just they'll be sent tomorrow morning, so I hope you can all understand. Those of you who are waiting for an invoice from Friday's live, as well as invoices from tonight, if there are any, they'll all get sent tomorrow morning. Okay. Other than that, today we do have the name. Oh my gosh. What's it? Risk It for Love. Oh my gosh, my brain just went, oh my gosh, what's the name called? Our Risk It for Love game, which is quite exciting. So yeah, we've still got that today. Oysters and egg pops available. Now, for the first couple of people on the order list today, we did have 2 donated pearls forward at the end of the live on Friday. So these 2 will be going to the first couple of people who are here on the order list today. Okay, so they are the donated pearls, so I'll pop those there as well. I'll pass on everybody's birthday wishes to Aaron. I think his yeah, he may even see, but yeah, I will definitely pass it on. Thank you guys. Other than that, I don't think there's any other updates. Oh, so we are finishing slightly earlier today, so I would like to finish latest by around 10:30, so that's 3 hours from now. If we finish before that, then obviously that's fine. Is it too late to order for today? I think if you ordered now, Karen, I think there is still actually, yeah, so let me say another couple of spaces left for today, and then after that I'll close the order list. I think that would be the best way of doing it. Yes, 25 pearl oysters will go on the website tomorrow. Let me just make a note. So they will definitely go on the website tomorrow. They have been all unpacked fully, and I just need to count them up and then they can go on tomorrow, so that's perfect. So if you are looking for that, they should be on the website. I'm not going to give a time tomorrow. I was about to say a time then, but just in case, as life does get in the way, I'll definitely say at some point tomorrow they'll be on there. So if we start for today then, up first is Janine McLaughlin. Janine, are you here? Excuse me. The game of love. Exactly. Janine, hello, hello, hello. Let me mark that you are here. So you have got 1, 2, 3 openings altogether. Now I did get your email about having the red on this item of jewellery here, so that's absolutely fine, but you still do get the oyster opening with it, so we'll do that opening tonight as well. So you've got 3 openings altogether. Which 3 would you like to have? Oysters or egg pops, or a mix of each? So 3 open altogether. Oysters, okay. Would you like to... 1, 2, 3. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? 1, 2, and 3. And let's go down. So you do get one of the gifted pearls forward for you. So it's going to be a pink or a gold. And you have got a gold. So with this gold, you can choose to swap it out at the end if you would like to. So I will, of course, open the rest of the oysters first. But this is your bonus gold as well. So here's a gorgeous two-tonal gold there. Okay, so that's your gifted pearl. You'd also like to keep your shells, that's not a problem. Okay, so Janine, oyster number 1. Lights pop there. And you have a runaway there, so let me just move that to the side. And in here, there's your mother of pearls, so there's definitely no pearls there. You do have your runaway, but let me just have a squidge and see if there's any more. There's no more in that one. So your first oyster has given you a watermelon. Again, the watermelon is slightly two-tonal, but overall he's a gorgeous, brighter, deeper colour. Moving on to oyster number 2. Again, lights pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. Oh, 1 and 2. You are twinning with your second oyster with darker twins there. Now I will of course have a close look at the colouring in just a moment. Let me just clean these shells up for you again, just because you would like to keep them. Okay, so in here you have got twinning. Oh, now he looks like he's a darker gunmetal grey, but he's got a flash of like a dark green in him. So both of them have got that dark forest green tone to them. So I think they're actually base gunmetal grey, but they do have that forest green overtone. And then moving on to your last oyster. Lighter pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so Janine, let me go through all of these colours again for you, and then you can have a closer look and then let me know what you think and which colours you would like to have where. So you've got a two-tonal gold, a two-tonal watermelon and a burgundy red, and then you've got twinning forest or gunmetal greys with the forest green tones as well. What do you think? What would you like to do? So I'm going to run them through the board, but then you can let me know whenever you're ready to. Helen, please do not worry at all. Take your time. Don't even think about it. And whenever you're ready, you can come back. So honestly, don't worry about it. You'd like to trade the watermelon for a brown. Okay. So that one there, if you're happy with that one. If I run them through the board, the red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Chocolate brown is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the two-tonal gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Thank you, Bab. The forest green number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And forest green number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. A darker brown, most likely, yes. I don't know if I've had one in this pot though. No, I don't have one in this pot, so let me just have a look. Elsewhere. Right, how about that one there? Is that one down the front dark enough for you? Yes? Okie dokie. So then which colour would you like where? So I'm just wrapping up your shells for you here. Yes, of course you can. So what I'll do is I'll hold this up. You can then take a screenshot there. If you take a screenshot of the colours, then that way you can have a look back. And then when you email me with what colours you'd like where, please include the order number, and then I can link your email to the correct order and of course get the colours in the correct positioning for you. Got it? Perfect. So I've wrapped up your shells as well, so just pop that on there. Okay, so I look forward to your email, my lovely, and whenever you're ready, get that sent across. Okay, and if in the email you decide actually that you would like to do any more colour swaps, that's absolutely fine as well. Just include that and let me know. Okay, so I've popped this on here. I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And that's safe up there for you. Faith, hello, thank you for watching. Up next today is Pauline Toll. Pauline, are you here? Pauline Toll, are you here? Bless you, Janine. Shelby, hello, I hope you're well. If anyone can see Pauline, please comment on her comments. That will bring it forward so I can see. And if anyone else can see Pauline Toll, please comment on her comment, because again, that will bring it forward so I can see as well. So I'm currently looking for Pauline Toll. Are you here? Bless you, Debbie. I will pass it on. I think he's had a good birthday. I'd like to hope he's had a good birthday. I was really bad because I said to him, do you want me to make you a cake? And he's like, no, I don't want a cake. And I was like, okay, fair enough. I won't do a cake. And then yesterday at the meal, it came out that he said no to me making him a cake because I'm gluten-free, so he didn't want me to make a cake that I couldn't eat. I was like, well, that doesn't matter if I can have it or not. Did you want a cake? And then I felt really bad. So I went to the shop last night, and the only cake they had was a caterpillar cake. So that is his birthday cake. He has got a caterpillar cake. Which I think him and the kids had some, and they seemed very happy with it. But yeah, I offered, and he was like, no. And then I realised actually he did want a cake. I do ship to New Zealand, yes. Right, I haven't seen Pauline, so we're going to move on. And if she comes on, we'll add her back in, but it would be to the end of the order list. Up next is Stuart Clark. Stuart, are you here? Yeah, you can't beat a caterpillar cake, to be fair. Can I pack a slice of cake? I don't know how well it will travel, to be honest. It's quite a crumbly one, isn't it, caterpillar cake? And the shell won't stay intact. Oh, and honestly, I don't know if the kids would let me share the cake, to be fair. I just wouldn't tell them, I suppose. It was very sweet that he was thinking of me, but it's not my birthday, and I'm very happy without the cake. And if I wanted to, I could get a gluten-free cake, so it's not an issue. But yeah, he's just, bless him. So I am currently looking for Stuart Clark. Stuart, are you here? Again, if anyone can see Stuart, please comment on that comment, because it will bring it forward so I can see. And Stuart, if you're here, please type I'm invisible, because again, that'll bring it forward so I can see as well. Oh, that's sweet, Sarah. Your mother makes you a cheesecake for your birthday as you don't like cake. That's really sweet. Have I tried gluten-free hot cross buns? Funnily enough, Linda, Aaron has a tradition that he goes to the shop on his birthday and buys a scratch card. So he went and did that, and he came home with gluten-free hot cross buns today. So I haven't tried them yet, but they are now in the house. So on Tuesday, I may have tried them by then. So ask again then, and I'll let you know. But yeah, that's really strange you ask, because yeah, they are now in the house today. Not sure if you've received your emails. So I don't normally do emails over the weekend, Wendy, especially this weekend. It's been extremely busy. So nobody would have got a reply from me over the weekend here. So I will get back to all emails tomorrow, because that's Monday. So I haven't seen Stuart, so we're going to move on. Again, if they come back on, we'll add them back in. We'll be to the end of the order list. Let me just mark not here yet. So up next then is Megan Taylor Troyer. Megan, are you here? What days do we go live? Sorry, Kaylee. So we go live on Sundays, Tuesdays and Fridays for our normal lives, and then every first Wednesday of the month for our monthly charm deals. But normally it's a Sunday, Tuesday and Friday. And Meg, oh, I've just seen you. You've got a gluten-free and vegan chocolate cake that we call Wacky Cake. Wacky Cake, and it's amazing. Oh, I've found one, I can't remember what it was called, but I found one gluten-free cake that I absolutely loved, and it was a chocolate one. And then I tried a different one, and I didn't like it at all. It was really, really crumbly. But that was a Madeira, I want to say. I don't know. But yeah, the one that I found was a chocolatey one as well. Maybe they're the same. So Meg, hello. You are the first today to have a Risk It for Love. So I'm just grabbing the, oh, you make it. You do cakes and pastries as a side business. Oh my gosh. Where are you located? Oh, I've just looked. I don't think you'll be able to ship to me. Well, that's amazing though. I'd love a recipe. Oh, wow, that's really kind. I would honestly love a recipe. We've, as a side note, Aaron will tell you, he's made me gluten-free muffins twice. The first ones were absolutely, they were so crumbly, they didn't stay together. It was atrocious. But the second ones, he used xanthan gum, and they were really good. But yeah, we haven't actually experimented with the cake because it's all new to us. But yeah, I'd love a recipe. Thank you. Right, I've got sidetracked. So Meg, you have got the Risk It for Love game, and you have got 5 tokens. So if we go down, and I'm just gonna, so you can see all the tokens are in there. I'm just gonna mix them up first, and then we'll pull your 5 out. Okay, so good luck. Token number 1 is a bright purple. Number 2 is a dark glittery purple. Number 3 is a bright purple. You've got a matching pair already. Now we will still continue pulling out the rest of the tokens here. So that's number 3. Number 4. Oh, no way! Number 4 is you've got another match there. Oh, no, with the dark ones, I just double check that it's not the special one. If it was the special one, it would have a white heart on the inside. So you'll see on both the sides here, they're both the same. If their one side does have a white heart, then it is the bonus special token. So your last one is another match. Wow. Okay, so you have got 2 colours out of the 9 different coloured tokens. You have got a match of 3. Now normally when we get to a match of 3, this is where it gets tense, because the choice here is harder. So the choice is, you can either choose to stop here, and the choice is a charm off the website, or you can continue and pull a further 2 tokens out of the bag. Now, with those 2 tokens, you would have to get a matching colour, either with this one, or get another 2 of the same colour for the game to continue. If you got 2 tokens and they were different colours, the game would stop there and you would have 2 oyster openings. Okay, so 3 matching colours is still a charm off the website, but it has got 2 tokens. If you get another one of these and you get 4 matching colours, you then get any pendant of your choice from the website, or you get to pull 3 tokens out. So when the tokens start going up, I find it's a harder decision to make. So I'll go through that again. You can either choose to stop here and claim your prize, which is any choice of charm off the website, or you can pull a further 2 tokens out the bag. Of those 2 tokens, if you get a match, the game continues. If you get 2 colours that are not a match with anything else on the board, then the game would stop there and you would have 2 oyster openings. You don't feel your odds are good at getting matches now. Ooh! So does that mean that you'd like to stop here and claim your prize of the charm? What do you think? I'll bring this back just in case. Obviously, I'll dive in and give these a mix around anyway, so they're all in there. I'll see if I can find the bonus one just to show everybody. Oh, I found it straight away. So this is the bonus one. So it's black. So these ones are actually purple. So they are different, but they're very close. So it's black there, but the bonus one's got a white heart in the middle. Okay, so I'll go back in and I'll mix it up. You'd like to stop there, Meg. I love that. Okie dokie. So let's take these away and pop them all in here. You're hoping for 5 different colours starting. I completely understand, because the more colours you get, the higher the odds are of getting a match. So I completely understand why, because you only had 2 different colours there. But you get to pick a charm off the website. Do you know which charm you would like? And of course, if you'd like a lobster or a hoop fitting as well, because then I'll book that in now for you, and we'll do your oyster or egg pop. We'll do your opening as well, whichever one you choose. It is a tricky game, because you sort of have to think about if the odds are in your favour, and also if you want to be risky or if you don't want to be risky. It's that kind of, it is a tricky game to navigate. You'd like to have the pig charm with a hoop fitting. That's perfect. Yep, that's definitely in stock, so let's book one of those in for you there. And pig charm. I love the pig charm. It's a double-sided charm. He's got his little tail on the back and then all his face and bits on the front. I love it. So with that charm, you can choose to have a pearl on or off the jewellery, so that's going to be completely up to you. You plan to be risky, but not with the start. I mean, it was very wise, because I do think with 2 colours, if you carried on, the odds were not in your favour. So I think you've actually made the right choice on that game. So one opening with that one then. Would you like to have an oyster or a egg pop? There we go. Oyster, donate the shells. Okay, so is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? I think you actually get the donated pearl as well. I think that hasn't been claimed yet. Sorry, the bag's there. Let me just have a look. Yes, you get the last donated pearl as well, Meg. So let's pop that in here. It is a larger bright pink. He does have a little imperfection on him, so I will show you that. So this is your donated pearl. So a little imperfection there and there. So, oh, sorry, 3 bits. So one there, and one there. But a gorgeous bright pink colour. So at the end, of course, if you're not happy with this one, I can swap him. But we'll see what's inside the oyster first, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so good luck. Oh, very light double pop there. There's the mother of pearl, so we can definitely see that there's no pearls on that side. Oh, 1 and 2. You are twinning. You have got twinning pearls in your oyster. I'm just going to grab the runaway. Now, straight away, I can see that these are visually different sizes. So there's definitely a larger and a smaller one. They're very dark, so let's see if they've got any colour in them as well. So this is the smaller of the 2. To me, he's more of a gunmetal grey. And the larger, again, is a gunmetal grey. He does have a kind of little mottled, lighter silver area there to him. And then as you go around as well. So the larger one is mottled with that almost light silver tone. Have we ever had twinning 9s? We have, yes. What do you think to these, Meg? So you've got your pink, and then you've got twinning darker gunmetal greys, one larger and 2-tonal, one visually smaller. I'll run them through the board in just a second. So like I said, with the pig, you can choose whether you have the pearl on or off the charm. And if you're not happy with any of these colours, we can swap them for you for colours of your choice. So the pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Visually larger gunmetal is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the visually smaller gunmetal is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. Okay, what do you think? What would you like to do here? And yes, I'll put the updated order list in the comments in a moment, guys, so if you can see whereabouts you are. Do I have a medium shade two-tonal pink? I can definitely have a look. That one, but that one's not massively two-tonal. That one's a bit light. That one's quite nice. Oh no, that one's got quite a big imperfection, so I'm not going to show that one just because it's got quite a... Oh, it's quite hard to... Okay, so I've got that. Let me show you that one, and then if you'd like me to show you any more, then I can do so. So this one is lighter and darker pink. So it's like a blush and a candy floss pink. Let me just readjust how I've hold. Let's see, it's brighter there, lighter there. If you prefer to see some other ones as well, that's absolutely fine. I'll just pull some out for you. Love that one on the charm. Okay, which one would you like to swap out for that one? So we're going to have the pink on there. Which one did you want to swap out for that? Oh no, Sarah. Swap for the smaller twin. Okie dokie. And can you have hoop fittings on the mottled twin and the bright pink? You can indeed. So let's pop these in here. And I'll bring you back up. So the invoice for the hoop fitting, that will get sent across for you tomorrow. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. Let me just write that down. And the hot pink. Okie dokie. Megan, I hope you're happy with that. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. Can you have the mottled and the imperfections showing on both of them? Yes, of course. So mottled showing and imperfection showing. Okay, I've got that down. It's better for me to make that note if you guys... So if you do have a pearl with an imperfection or a two-tonal marking, if you definitely want it showing on the jewellery, it's always worth just saying to me, because then I can definitely make that note to then obviously make sure it is done how you want it to be done. You're very happy, brilliant, you're very welcome, and yeah, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Up next today is Jess Ward. Jess, are you here? Now let me put the updated order list in the comments here. There we go. So I've just popped it in the comments. The order list is on the page as well. I think I've just added a couple of people onto the end who have ordered whilst we were on the live. Oh, I'm getting tongue-tied already. Only half an hour in. Jess, hello, hello, hello. Let me mark that you're here as well. Jess, you have got one opening altogether. Would you like to have an oyster or a egg pop? Debbie, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. That's very, very kind of you. Oh, I forgot to say the new stock, or at least some of the new stock, will be going on the website this week. So supporters, you will get first sort of dibs or look at it, or first option to purchase it if you wanted to this week, and then it goes live to everybody else a week later. So do keep an eye out for that. Jess, you'd like to have a oyster. 25 pearl oysters will be on the website from tomorrow. So if you go on by tomorrow evening, they'll definitely be there by then. Oh, oh, I breathed in my saliva then, sorry. I apologise. Jess, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours you're hoping for? So your mystery oyster, good luck. Light pop there. Donate the shell. Okay. And there's your mother of pearls. So there's a little bit of a pearl blister, but there's definitely no pearls there. If we have a squidge in here. Sorry, that noise is Aaron just doing up the zip. Sounded a bit funny then. Ooh. Thank you. Now, Jess, I actually can't feel anything in here. So what happens now, these are cultured oysters and they are scanned, so should have pearls in them. Now obviously this has happened a couple of times, a handful of times over the last 7 years, that there may be a pearl, there may be an oyster which doesn't have a pearl in there. So if that happens, we just pick you another oyster. So you're still definitely going to have your pearl or pearls. It just happens that that one didn't have any in. So I do apologise that that one didn't. Obviously, I'm not to know, but you still get another one. So we'll do another one for you. I hope that's okay. Let's get this open. So let's go down and good luck again. You've been watching on and off for 3 years and you've never seen that. Yeah, it honestly, it doesn't happen. It's literally maybe once every 6 months. No, actually, that might even be too much. Maybe once every 10, 12 months. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't happen a lot. But anyway, I apologise, but let's try again. So your oyster, Jess. Lights pop there. And there's your mother of pearls. So there's no pearls on that side. Now I can see a pearl here. Definitely a pearl there. Let's squidge him out. And then let me just have a squidge and see if there's any more in here. You've seen it once. It's very, it's very rare, like a sea blue. Ooh, and there's no more in that one. Okay, so let's dry this up. You have got a gold. So a two-tonal gold. What do you think to this one? So he's lighter and brighter areas there. If you're happy with this one, Jess, then he is, of course, yours. If you're not happy, I can swap him for a colour of your choice. So your two-tonal gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. Do I have yellows? I do. Are you looking for like a sunshine yellow? So I'm going to show you a sunshine yellow. Or if you prefer more of a lemon yellow, let me know and I can get one of those instead. So So that one there is a sunshine yellow. Yes, brilliant. Okay, so I'll swap out the gold, and then your pearl for your item will be that sunshine yellow. Let me bring this up again. Okay, so Jess, thank you for the donation with your shells. I apologise about the first one, but I'm glad you're happy with this colour here, and I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. I've popped that safely up there for you. Oh, for a sea blue while I keep trying. Bless you. Yeah, I know there is quite a few people on the list for sea blues. Jess, you're very, very welcome. In fact, I can tell you, would you like to know how many people are on the list for a sea blue? In fact, I won't count people, I'll count how many sea blues, because some people are waiting on multiple sea blues. Colour wait list. So sea blues, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 sea blues we're waiting for. Oh, golly gosh. Right, up next today is Lucy, is it Huatson? I hope I pronounced that. Oh, hang on. Is this? Ah, okay, that's fine. Up next then is Shauna Hammonds. Shauna, are you here? There we go. Shauna Hammonds, are you here? Shauna, hello. Let me mark that you're here as well. Okay, so Shauna, you have got... shall we do your Risk It for Love game first, and then we can do all of your openings together at the end. So if we go down, you have chose to start with 5 tokens. So let's just go in and give them all a mix. And Shauna, good luck. So token number 1 is a light purple. Number 2 is a light blue. Number 3 is an orange. Number 4 is a light purple, so we've definitely got a match there. But let me go in for your last one, and it is a orangey pink, so that is a different colour to, oh yeah, we can definitely see that it's a different colour to this one. So 5 tokens there, and you have got a match of 2. So Shauna, your choice is going to be, you can either choose to stop the game here and claim your prize, which is any charm off the website, or you can continue to carry on the game and pull 1 more token out of the bag. With that token, if you match one of these 4 colours, the game would continue. If you didn't match one of these 4 colours and you got a new colour, the game would end there and you would have a prize of 2 oyster openings. So would you like to claim your prize of a charm or pull another token out to see if you get another match? What do you think? Pull another one. Okay, good luck. So let's give them a good mix. Oh, no, they're coming out there. I'm just going to put that back in so there's nothing in my hand. There we go. So good mix and good luck. Oh, and you've got a new colour, so that means that you don't have a matching pair on that round. So that means the game does end there and you're going to have 2 openings instead. Oh, bless you. So that means then you've got 4 openings altogether. So which 4 would you like to have, oysters or egg pops? Could you please discarded 2-tonal gold? Okie dokie. Oh, bless you. It's so, I don't know why. I think it's just so you guys can see that I'm not in any way. I don't know how I would cheat, but I'm not like, yeah, nothing in my hand. Oysters, Shauna. So 4 oysters. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go down. Okay, so good luck. Oh, beautiful pop there. Donate the shell. Oh, I've opened this one backwards. The flesh is going to be loose on both sides here because I've just taken it off both. So donate the shells and you're hoping for 2 tonal pearls. So there's your mother of pearl. And look what I can see. Oh, that's just a piece of shell down there, so that's not a pearl. You've got 1, 2, 3, and... No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are quinting. You have got 5 pearls in your first oyster. So your colour, oh sorry, I'm just cleaning them up. Colour wise, you've got a darker chocolate bronze, a chocolate olive green, so base chocolate with an olive green overtone, a lemon yellow, which is slightly two-tonal with the lemon yellow. You've got a lavender, so a darker lavender, but he does have a couple of little spotting imperfection inclusions there, so little white spots you can see on him. And then you've got this bright pink as well. Again, does have a little inclusion there, but beautiful bright pink. So a chocolatey bronze, chocolate olive green, yellow, lavender, and a brighter pink. Moving on to your next oyster. Sharp pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. Oh, 1, 2, and 3. You have triples. You have got 3 pearls in your second oyster. So colours from these ones, you've got a gorgeous, really dark chocolate, so really deep dark chocolate. Now you've got another chocolate, but he does like have a little nubbin on him, so almost like a chocolate silver, but can you see that there? It is like a little, do you know, like a little outy belly button? So a little nubbin there on him, but silver chocolate with that little imperfection. And then a lemon yellow. Your next oyster, Shauna. Light pop there. And there is a little bit of flesh on this side, but yep, there's definitely no more in that one. And you are twinning with Blurple twins. Now, Blurple is a mix between blue and purple. These are definitely visually different sizes. So this one does again have a couple of little imperfections on there. That's the visually smaller of the two, and this is the visually larger of the two. So these do have quite a lot of blue in them, but I think you can definitely see that purple coming through there. And then your last oyster. Light pop there. You've got one runaway there. There's no pearls on that side. And then let me just have a squidge in here. And you are twinning. So all of your oysters were multiple oysters, Shauna. Let's just have a look at these two colours as well. And then I'll go through everything again for you. Okay, so these two are darker gunmetal. That one's almost black. Look at him. Darker gunmetal twins. So from the top, you've got the dark chocolate bronze, chocolate olive green, lemon yellow, lavender and bright pink, dark chocolate, silver chocolate and a lemon yellow, twinning blurples and twinning gunmetal greys. Now I'll need to know which two you would like to have on your jewellery. And if of course there are any colours that you don't like, we can swap them for you as well. So let me start running them through the board for you. The pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. Oh, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The lavender is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Two-tonal lemons, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Chocolate olive greens, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And the chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Lemon yellow number 2, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Chocolate silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the dark chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. Lavender twin number 1, the visually larger of the two, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And I just think I said lavender, I meant blurple, I'm so sorry. Blurple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So those twins are definitely measuring different sizes there. Gunmetals at the bottom is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5, and his twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So both sets of twins are measuring different sizes. Yes, Claire. For me, there is a way to tell the front and back. It's just the preferred way I prefer to open them. And it does explain it in my oyster opening video. So I have a video on my page which just explains like a how-to of how to open oysters. And it does explain in there the front and the back of them. It's just how the shell curves and the easiest way to go in to take it off the shell. Can we switch the chocolate bronze and the dark chocolate for matching bright reds for the earrings? And you'd like to donate the 2 yellows and the pink. Is that to donate them to the next couple of people on the order list? Oh. Yes, bless you. Of course, I will do that for you to the next couple of people on the order list. Those reds there, what do you think to those? So we're going to have red on the jewellery. Yes, brilliant. And then your loose pearls here, Shauna, are you happy with these, or are there any there that you would like to swap at all? Yep, the 25 pearl oysters will be on the website tomorrow. Can you have the chocolate olive on a hoop fitting? Of course you can. So sorry, there it is, safe in there. Of course you can. Let me write that down. So you'd like to be invoiced for a hoop fitting on the chocolate olive. Okay, and then these ones here, are you happy with those? I know, Heather, I'm terrible. Oh gosh, the rest are perfect, brilliant. Let's bring you back up. Okay, so I'll pop these in here. So for the donated pearls, that was very kind of you, so thank you ever so much for that. Like I said, the invoice for the hoop fitting, that will get sent across for you tomorrow. It will go to the email address on the order form. Shauna, thank you as well for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And up next today is Pamela Russell. Pamela, are you here? I need more hands. Sometimes I do, I'm not going to lie. It'll be handy sometimes. Pamela, hello, hello, hello. Okay, so Pamela, you have chosen to have the Risk It for Love game. Let's go down. Am I still going off early tonight? Yes, I am, Shelby. We're definitely finishing earlier today. So Pamela, you have chosen to start with 5 tokens. So let's go in, have a mix, and good luck. So good luck. Number 1 is a red. Number 2 is a bright purple. Number 3 is a red. You have got a matching, oh, let me move it over. You've got a matching set already. So number 4 is a light blue, and number 5 is a light purple. Okay, so Pamela, you do have a match on this round. So that means that you can either choose to stop here and claim your prize, which is any charm off the website, completely your choice. Or you can choose to have one more token, and then with that token you have to get a match here. If you don't get a match, then the game would end and you would have 2 oyster openings as your prize. If you do get a match, the game would continue. What would you like to do, Pamela? Stop here and claim your prize of an oyster opening, or have one more token to see if you can get another match or not. One more, risk it for a biscuit. Okay, good luck. And oh, you have got an orange. So orange there does mean that there's not another match. So you do have 2 oyster openings, my lovely. And the game stops there. I know I keep saying oyster openings, but they can be egg pops if you guys would like to. So Pamela, you've got egg pop or oyster. You've got 2 openings altogether. Which ones would you like? Or you can have one of each if you would like to. Oysters, donate the shells. Okay. So are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Let's get these open. There's 1 and 2. And let's go down. So oyster number 1, this one is a slight clapper, so that just means I don't need to pop him because it does have an opening there. So it means that the flesh is, I don't know if you can see, I can see the pearl, but in here the flesh is still connected to the top, so I still have to go in, take that off, and there you go. So there's no pearls on that side. And in here you've got a gold. Let me just have a squidge. And there's no more in that one. Oh, that next to it is just a piece of shell, so I'm just going to pop that here. So you have got a 2-tonal gold. Golds are coming out quite a lot at the moment, and I'm not against it. I think the golds are beautiful. He does look like he's slightly misshapen, so not fully rounded on one area of there, but beautiful 2-tonal gold. Moving on to oyster number 2, Pamela. Light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. I think that can fit. I can feel. I was going to say I can feel another one, but it just was in the little pouch there. And there's no more in that one. So you are twinning from your second oyster. Twinning with purple twins. Now they do look like they are slightly different shades, sorry. So this one's, they're both silver purples. This one's slightly lighter purple. If I can just get it focused for you. There we go. So silver purple and then a slightly darker purple. Only just different shades, but hopefully you can see that there. So Pamela, you've got a 2-tonal gold and twinning purples. What do you think to these? If you're happy with these, then they are yours. And if you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. So the darker purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Lighter purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. Oh, he's a 6.5, so they're the same size there. And then the gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. Can we swap purple for a blue? Would you prefer to swap the darker or the lighter purple? Or if you don't mind, then obviously that's absolutely fine. Oh, thank you, Liz. Yes, of course. You get the donated pearl as well. And you have got the brighter pink donated pearl. So this one is visually larger. The purples are measuring the same size, but that's the visually larger one. And then that one's there. So you've got the pink as well. So you can again swap that if you would like to. So just to confirm, you'd like to swap this one and then keep these 4. Is that correct, or are there any others there that you would like to swap? Yes, brilliant. Okay, let's bring you back up and pop these in here. Well, thank you for the donations with your shells, Pamela. And I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Okay, so you're going to order a charm and a bracelet. Oh, bless you. I've just closed the order list for tonight, Pamela, so I hope you can understand. But if you would like to order again, it would have to be booked in for Tuesday, if that's okay. Just because tonight we are finishing earlier. I don't normally close the order list off, but no, tonight we're finishing earlier, so I hope you can understand. But with these pearls, if you would like them on any items of jewellery, do let me know, just because then I can make a note here not to send it out for you, if that's okay. Is there oh, bless you, Katie. I'm sorry. I've just closed the order list up because we are finishing earlier today. So would Tuesday still be okay? Put the pearls in. Okay, perfect. So, sorry, I assumed it may have been a charm or a bracelet from myself. If it's from elsewhere, then obviously that's fine. If it's from myself, I can make a note here not to send these out until you've got the item of jewellery. Is that correct? Or are you happy for me to send them out? Sorry, I just assumed that, but obviously it may not be from here. Perfect, Katie. I think you're actually first on the order list on Tuesday. Let me look. You are. Katie, you're first on Tuesday, so we'll be live from 8 o'clock, if that's okay with you. It's from me. Well, I did assume, but again, I just thought, wait, don't assume that, because obviously it doesn't have to be. So what I'll do is check for... So what I'll do is I won't send these pearls out. I will keep them here. And then if you change your mind and you would like to just have them sent on as loose pearls, that's absolutely fine. But do send me an email over if that's the case, just because I won't send these out now until I've heard from you. I hope that's okay. Jill, yes, Jill, I can move you to Tuesday. That's absolutely fine. Oh, bless him, Katie. Well, I hope he feels better soon. JC, yes. So this is the order list here. JC, you are on tonight. So I printed them all off before I closed it. Bless you. You're very, very welcome, Pamela. Right, let's move on. Up next today is Michaela Powell. Michaela, are you here? I pronounced your name right, JC. That rarely happens. Oh, bless you. Well, I'm brilliant that I got it right. And Michaela, hello, hello, hello. So, Michaela, you have got the Risk It for Love game. We'll start with that and then we'll do all of the openings afterwards if that's okay. So if we go down, and you've chosen to start with 5 tokens as well. So let's start. KTM's on there twice. Yes, of course, I didn't realise it was the same person. When it gets to you, if they are, I'll add them together, that's absolutely fine. So, Michaela, good luck. So starting with your 5 tokens. Your first one is a red. And then a white. A red, so you have got a matching set already. I'm loving this. All the matching sets are coming out to start with today, which is different. Now this is a light blue. Hopefully, yeah, you can see they are different colours. So they are 2 different colours there. They're very similar, so I hoped that they would show differently on the camera. And then your fifth token is a green. Okay, so you get the same choice as a lot of people have had today to start with Michaela. You do have a matching set of 2 here. So you can choose to either stop here and claim your prize, which is any charm off the website, or you can continue to pull a further 1 token out of the bag. If you pull 1 more out of the bag and you get a match to one of these, then the game continues. If you pull a token out and you get a different colour, the game would stop there and you would have 2 oyster openings as your prize. You'd like to stop there. Okay, let's pop all those back in. If I bring you back up again, and you'd like to have the 3D elephant charm on a hoop fitting. So it just takes me a moment to get to the correct page to book it in for you. So 3D elephant charm. Let's start writing this down. 3D elephant charm on a hoop fitting. Perfect, that's booked in for you. Can you only order 1 game? No, you can order multiple if you would like to. We did have somebody on the last live who had a couple of games. Okie dokie. So Michaela, you've got 1 opening with the charm, but then you also have your other opening as well. So 2 altogether. Would you like to have oysters or egg pops, or 1 of each? One of each and keep your shells. Okay. Oh, bless you, Meg. Well, thank you for going to answer them. Sometimes I see everybody's comments and have time to answer. Sometimes I may not see them because obviously I'm multitasking, doing lots. So sometimes I don't get to see all the comments. And sometimes I honestly don't see them, or they don't come through. So I really, really do appreciate those of you who do go to answer some people's questions if I do miss it. So thank you for doing that. I'm sorry I beat you to it today, but yeah, thank you. Right, you're going to have an egg pop and an oyster, Michaela. You'd like to keep your shells. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? We're going to do the donated pearl first, and then the egg pop, and then your oyster. So there are 2 yellows left in here. So one's a larger yellow, one is a slightly smaller yellow. Oh, and you have got the smaller yellow as your gifted pearl. He does look like he's got a slight imperfection to him, just in the shape of him, not massively. I think it's more he's got a slight point there, so he's round the rest of the shape, just the slightest little points there. But of course, if you're not happy with that, we can swap him for you at the end. So if we move on to your egg pop, good luck. And you've got 3 pearls in that egg pop. You've got a sunshine yellow. You can really see the difference with the sunshine and the lemon yellow when they're together. You've got a darker gunmetal grey. I thought I saw a flash of green then, but he's definitely base gunmetal grey. And a slightly lighter watermelon as well. Oh, and I've just seen that this one does have an imperfection as well. Let me just readjust how I'm holding it. Where did it go? Now I've lost it. Oh, just there. You can see, I think it's just as the light catches it that you can see it, but I just thought I'd show you as I saw it as I popped the pearl down. So sunshine yellow, gunmetal grey, and a slightly lighter watermelon. And then if we move on to your oyster, lights pop there. And there is a little bit of a pearl blister in there, so there's definitely no pearls on that side. And I can see just under there. Oh, I didn't see that. I saw the purple. 1, 2, 3. And there's no more in that one. So you have got triples. So 3 pearls in that oyster. We do have birthstone crystal heart charms on the website, yes. So the 3 pearls from the triple oyster is you've got this gorgeous purple, almost like a silver grape purple. This one is definitely a forest green, definitely see the green in that one. And then a autumn peach as well. So from the top, lemon yellow, sunshine yellow, darker gunmetal grey with I think a flash of green and a watermelon, and then silver purple, forest green and an autumn peach. If you're happy with these, Michaela, then they are yours. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. Now, I'll definitely need to know which one you'd like on the fitting, and then with the charm you can choose whether you'd like to have a pearl on or off there, and again, if on, I'll need to know which colour you would like to have. Do I have mottled gunmetal or mottled silver? I can definitely have a look. I grabbed the silver pot first, but I'll have a look at the gunmetal as well. From first glances in that one, no, I think, yeah, I just dropped some. No. Ah, right, in here I definitely do. I've just seen one straight away. So there's 1, 2, 3. I'll show you those 3 to start with. Okay, so number 1. So it is gunmetal, and you can see those sort of lighter silver areas to him. So that's pearl number 1. Pearl number 2, I think, is more so all over with the mottledness. So base gunmetal with that light silver over the top. And then number 3 is a little bit different. So this one looks not patchy, but more stronger in the silver colouring, if that makes sense. Also more of a gunmetal surface area. 1, 2 or 3. Number 3, showing the mottled on the charm. Okay, did you say which one you'd like to swap for that? Let me go back up, I may have missed it. No, I don't think you did. So which one would you like to swap for that one? So we're going to have gunmetal on here, mottled, two-tone showing. So I've definitely got that down for you. Swap the gunmetal. Perfect. Okay. I will continue to measure these ones then, so I'll still need to know which one you'd like on your fitting, and then of course the loose pearls, if you're happy with those colours or would like to swap any. So the lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Oh, sorry. Watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Sunshine yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Forest green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the silver purple in the end is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he is a 6.5. Can we see icy blue and a two-tonal icy blue? So icy blue, and then now my two-tonal ones now are becoming, like I've only literally got a handful. I think that one's the most two-tonal one, but he's a slightly funky shape. So I'll show you the two-tonal one first. So he's lighter and brighter. So I think that's the most one I've got. But like I said, he's like a slightly swished pebble, if you can see. Like he's slightly swished there. But his colouring is the most contrast between the two. And then this one is a bright, bold, icy blue. Oh, bless you, Sarah. Thank you. Do I know when I'll have more apple greens in my swaps? So I haven't thought about buying loose apple greens, if that makes sense. But I can definitely have a look into it because I don't actually have many of the bright ones left, do I? So that is something I can definitely look into. But other than that, it would just be as and when they become available in my swap pot, and then they get added in, if that makes sense. Can you have the two-tonal? You can. On the fitting, and you'd like to swap the purple. Okie dokie. So then it would just be then your loose pearls here. With these colours here, are you happy with those, or are there any here that you'd like to swap? Again, I'll hold it up in just a second. It's just so I can write down all the details. So icy blue on there. Ah, I see, Michelle. Well, I do have apple greens. I'll show you in a second. I do have 2 pots full of apple greens, just not the bright ones. I'll show you in a second. Yep, Delia, I can move you to the end of the list. That's not a problem. Swap the yellow for a two-tonal gold. Okie dokie. Don't have any there. Let me have a look up here. I do, I have one. So this gold here. Let me just readjust how I've grabbed it. There you go. So lighter and brighter gold. Lovely. Okie dokie. So just to confirm then, you're happy with all of those as the loose pals there. Just pop them in here as well for you. So Michaela, I've wrapped up the shells, so that will get included with your order form. And oh, can you have the forest green, the gold and the watermelon on hoop fittings, and then you're happy with everything? Of course you can. So you'd like to be invoiced for hoop fittings on the forest green, watermelon and the gold with the two, I was literally about to say with the two-tonal showing. So gold, two-tone showing. Perfect. The invoice for that will get sent across for you tomorrow. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. So yeah, if I quickly show these apple greens. So I've got, obviously the apple greens normally are the bright bold apple greens, which are the ones which I don't have any left for. But then I've got a light apple green. Oh, I just dropped it. Yeah, these are light apple green. And then I also have pastel apple green. So I do still have apple greens available, just not the really bright, bold ones at the moment. Michaela, you're very, very welcome. Up next today is Suzanne Tully. Suzanne, are you here? No, not a problem, Michelle. That's absolutely fine. Suzanne, hello, hello, hello. Is it half term this week for me? No, my kids are still at school this week. I think it's the week after that it's half term. Oh, it doesn't say in the diary on here. Yeah, but they're definitely at school this week. So, Suzanne, you have got one opening altogether. Would you like to have an oyster or a egg pop? Do I am it? Yes, I do. So they're called Dear's Delight. If you want it in like a little box, or if you want to have an open at home, you can just order an oyster and then in the comments say that you'd like it to be open at home, and then I'll send it to you. So it just depends. If you want the box, then it's the Dear's Delight. If not, just a normal oyster and just say open at home and it will get sent for you. Suzanne, you'd like to have a egg pop. Okie dokie. Is there a certain colour or colours that you're hoping for? so let's go down. You do get the last gifted pearl here, so that is the larger yellow. So slightly two-tonal lemon yellow. Good luck. You have got 3 pearls in that one. A slightly two-tonal autumn peach, a TARDIS blue, and a coral. What do you think to these, Suzanne? So two-tonal lemon yellow, two-tonal autumn peach, a TARDIS blue, and a coral. If you're happy with these, then they are yours. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. So the yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And the autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. So if you open an Oyster at home, I do send a QR code that you can scan, and it takes you to a video that I've done, which is just a couple of minutes long, which just explains how you can open them at home with like a normal butter knife. It doesn't need to be a sharp knife, it just needs to be something strong. So like a metal knife, not necessarily a plastic one or anything like that. So there is a video on sort of a how-to video on how to do it as well. You can find it just on the Facebook page or on our YouTube as well, sort of prior to ordering, if you'd like to have a look. Suzanne, can you have a black and a two-tonal chocolate bronze? Of course. And which colours would you like to swap out? Whoa, I am being butterfingers today. I'm sorry. Which colours would you like to swap out for these? So a black and a two-tonal chocolate bronze. Do I have any two-tonal ones in here? Have that one. That one's slightly two-tonal. And that one. So let me show you those 3. Okay, so pearl number 1 is like a chocolate and silver down there. Let me just readjust. So chocolate bronze and like a silvery chocolate bronze, then back into the chocolate bronze. So that's number 1. Number 2 is like a lighter and darker bronze. I don't know if you can see that. So darker there, lighter there. So he sort of does change as you go around. So that's number 2. And then number 3 is brighter and then has like these little darker areas to him. Almost see like a darker line there as well, which is quite cool. It's almost like a circle that goes around that section, and then like darker areas over here as well. So that's number 3. 1, 2, or 3. You'd like to have number 3. Okie dokie. Where's the... Ah, I lost the lid then. And take away this one and this one. So these here then would be your pals. Are you happy with all of those? Just going to bring you back up, but if you're not happy, do shout out and I can obviously change them for you. Yes, happy. And can you have a hoop fitting on the chocolate bronze with the 2-tonal showing? Of course you can. Let me write that down. So you'd like to be invoiced for a hoop fitting on the chocolate bronze with 2-tone showing. Okie dokie. So the invoice for that will get sent across for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address on the order form. Suzanne, I hope you're happy with everything there as well. That's safe up there for you. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Okay, up next today is Wendy Darlington. Wendy, are you here? Sorry, my drink is going slightly colder, so I'm just trying to drink it before it passes the point of no return. Wendy, hello, hello, hello. Wendy, you have got one opening altogether. Would you like to have an oyster or a egg pop? It's weird to him. I know, I didn't have any in today because I've been running around crazy. Yeah, I just haven't worn anything today. It's weird not having earrings in, and when I wake up with no earrings as well, I feel like I've lost them in the bed. Kind of like, where's my earrings? Not that I wear big earrings obviously to sleep, but I do normally pop something in. I haven't got it yet, Heather, but I did get the link, so thank you for sending it. But no, I haven't ordered it yet. Wendy, you'd like to have an oyster and you'd like to keep your shells. I did get your additional information here, and that's absolutely fine. I'll add that on for you. So with your oyster, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? So let's go down. Good luck, my lovely. You've got a light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. So quite a long pearl blister in there. I will clean the flesh off it for you in just a moment. You're hoping for a pink or a rose gold. Oh, and we've got a chocolate here. And there's no more in that one. So a chocolatey bronze pearl. We'll have a closer look at him in just a moment if I just clean this up for you. Now, of course, because you was hoping for the pink or rose gold, if you're not happy with this chocolate, I can definitely swap it for you for a colour of your choice. But I'll hold him up and then you can have a closer look and decide what you would like to do, Wendy. Okay, have a look at this one. I'm afraid there are no donated pearls left. They have all been claimed now. So a larger chocolate. Those darker bits there, just a bit of sand on there, so that will just brush off. Can you see a pale pink and a rose gold? So rose gold and pale pink. So probably the palest I could do will probably be this one, unless you're going to go for more of a natural pink. Which are more rosy gold pinks, but they do have a slight hint of pink to them. So you've got rose gold, natural pink and a blush pink. The rose gold, brilliant. So just confirm, are you happy for the rose gold to go onto the jewellery? I'm just going to bring you back up. Yes, perfect. Okay, so if I wrap your shells up as well. Pop your name on there. And then rose gold on here. Perfect. Okay, Wendy, my lovely, your shells will be included with your order for you. And yeah, I hope that you'll be happy with everything as well once it arrives. Perfect. Okay, up next then today is Shannon Colker. Shannon, are you here? Wendy, you're very, very welcome. It's not really here today, Veronica, but thank you for asking. Believe it or not, Carol, you're not the first person who said that. I've been told that before. Shannon Colker, are you here? Do I get many orders from New Zealand? Over the few years, I have had many different people from New Zealand, yes. I don't know if we do have quite a few watchers from New Zealand come on as well, actually. Is anyone here today? Names-wise, I can't remember. I don't know if I can say either, actually. Unless you guys say in the comments, I don't know if I can say who's from where. But we do have lots of people normally come on and say they are. You're a Kiwi, Ingrid. We used to have a Kiwi charm, which was like a 3D Kiwi. I loved it. So last call for Shannon Colker. If not, we'll move on. If anyone can see Shannon, please comment on her comment. Shannon, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. It'll bring your comment forward so I can see you as well. Kiwi is Australian. What's the bird? No, it is the... I had the bird, I'm going... Is it the kiwi bird? Yeah, the kiwi bird is the charm I had, yeah. Right, I haven't seen Shannon, so we're going to move on. Up next then is Heather Dix. Heather, are you here? How many people are left for today? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. We are closed for today though. If anybody would like to order, you'll be booking in for Tuesday onwards. Oh, Bernie, I see. So you was New Zealand, now you're Australian. So you've merged it. Oh, sorry, I didn't understand that to start with. So you're Kiwi-Australian. I like it. No, Delia was the one at the store. Delia has been moved to the end of the list. And Heather, you are here. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so Heather, you do have your Risk It for Love game. So we'll start with that and then we'll do all of the openings together at the end. So where are you? Let's go down. So you have chosen, Heather. Why won't the... Sorry, my page is jumping. Why would that... Sorry, I'm just going to have to refresh. No, I don't know if I can refresh it. I apologise. What's happened is, for some reason, I can't see... all of the comments. Oh, that's annoying. Let's try doing it this way. Sorry, Heather, give me one moment. If this doesn't work, then I'll have to... I don't know. Ah, I made it work. Yay! Okay, right. Let's... Now this isn't working. I'm just getting Aaron to come here really quickly because this isn't working. Sorry, the camera's stuck and now it won't move down. All of a sudden everything's gone. It's like almost like my mouse is stuck. Oh, I know what happened. Oh gosh. No, never mind, Bab. I fixed it. What happened was nothing was working on wherever the comments went, and wherever I clicked, the camera wasn't moving. But when I put the board here, it was on the space bar, so it wasn't letting me click anything. Thank you for coming though. Sorry guys, I put the board on the space bar and then it didn't let me do anything. Oh, Heather, I'm sorry. Right. Okay, so you've chosen to start with 5 tokens. Okay, let's give them a mix and good luck. Okay, so number 1 is a darker bright purple. Number 2 is a orangey pink, so it's like a 2-tonal one. Number 3 is a light blue. Number 4 is a red. Okay, and number 5 is a glittery purple. Okay, so you've got 5 different colours here, Heather. So you've got no matching colours, and because this is the first round with no matching colours, you can either choose to stop here and claim your prize, which is 2 oyster openings, or you can pull a further 1 out of the bag. With that 1, if you match one of these, the game would continue, or if you get a different colour, the game stops there and your prize would be 2 oyster openings anyway. So really with this round, if you've at this stage, there's nothing to lose. So if you don't have a matching, if you don't have another token, it's 2 oyster openings. If you have another token and you don't match, it's 2 oyster openings. So I would personally say it's worth the risk, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Another one, okay. So good luck. And oh, it's a different colour, so that's a white. So we'll just hold that up so you can see the difference. So you've actually got 6 different colours altogether, Heather. Bless you. So that means your prize is 2 openings, which means you've got 4 openings altogether. Which 4 would you like to have, oysters or egg pops? I'm just marking that you're here as well. There we go. So oysters or egg pops. I need to lay down. Oh, it's been a long weekend, Debbie. Earlier I was there and my eyes were drooping. I was like, no, not sleep time. So I think I will sleep well tonight. Is my name Welsh? So I do live in England, yes, and my name is named after Brecon Beacons in Wales. So my name, I suppose, is Welsh, yes, but I'm not Welsh, and my parents picked my name off of a map. So yeah, the name is Welsh, but it is spelt differently to Brecon Beacons. 2 pops, 2 oysters. Okay. Oh, no, I've got 3 there. There we go, 2. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells, Heather? And are there certain colours you're hoping for? So 2 oysters and then 2 pops. Let's go down. Okay, so egg pop number 1. Good luck. Your first one, you have got 2 pearls in there. You've got a larger autumn peach. Slight little imperfection on him there. And a burgundy red. So autumn peach and burgundy red. No, I have 2 sisters as well. Their names were also picked off of a map. Egg pop number 2. And 2 pearls in that one as well. So you've got a brighter coral and a silver purple. So autumn peach, burgundy red, coral and a silver purple from your egg pops. If we move through to your oysters, so oyster number 1, light pop there. There's your mother of pearl, so there's no pearls on that side. And in here, no more in that one. You have got a autumn peach, which again is quite a nice larger autumn peach. Slightly brighter than your first. And then Oyster number 2. Light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. Oh. You are twinning. And you're twinning with lighter watermelon twins, Heather. Okay, so have a look at these as well. Watermelon twins at the bottom. So from the top you've got autumn peach, burgundy red, coral, silver purple, a slightly brighter autumn peach, and twinning watermelons. If you're happy with these, Heather, I'll need to know which 2 you'd like on your fittings. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. So the burgundy red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Silver purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Watermelon number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Watermelon number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So the watermelons are measuring slightly different sizes, and the brighter peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Swap the red for the two-tonal gold. Yeah. So my sisters are called Shannon and Kia, which are both rivers in the UK. So Kia is K-E-A, and then Shannon is the normal spelling, Shannon. So yeah, their names. Shannon is a more, not as unusual now, but Kia is quite unusual, I think. Yeah. Can you have a two-tonal gold on the fitting? Yes. And which other one would you like on the fitting as well? Is it, Bernie? Oh, I love that. And the purple. Okay, so purple and gold on the fittings. And then Heather, with the other pearls, are you happy with those as your loose pearls? Or are there any there that you'd like to swap? So we've got gold and purple on the fittings. It's a very pretty bird, but very mischievous. See, my middle sister is mischievous. Kia's the youngest, and she is very lives up to the youngest child. She's like nothing, could do no wrong ever, bless her. Happy with the rest as well, Heather. Brilliant. Let's bring you back up and pop these in here. Okay, Heather, thank you for the donations with your shells as well, and I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and that's safe up there for you as well. Giselle, oh, I love that. Up next today is Karen Warner. Karen, are you here? Heather, you're very welcome. My son and daughter are the only ones in school with their names. at the moment, but yeah, they are at the moment. Karen, hello, hello, hello. So Karen, you have got a Risk It for Love game, and you've chosen to start with 5 tokens. So Karen, good luck. Your first one is a light blue. Your second one is a lighter purple. Third one is a darker green. Then you've got a dark glittery purple. And a light green. So those greens are different shades here. Okay, so you've got 5 different colours, Karen. But your choice here is either you can choose to stop here and have 2 oyster openings, or you can choose to pull 1 more token out of the bag. And if you don't match, then you have 2 oyster openings. If you do match, then the game continues. So would you like to have another token? Another, please. Same as the other night. Oh, bless you, Karen. Well, good luck for a match. Oh, no. You've got the pinky orange two-tone. So that is 6 different colours there, which is the same as the other night for you. Bless you. Oh. So Karen, that does mean then you have 2 oyster or egg pops, so 2 openings altogether. So I'll need to know which 2 you would like to have, oysters or egg pops, or one of each. There we go. Oysters, donate the shells. Okay, are there certain colours, Karen, that you're hoping for? So 1 and 2. And let's go down. So oyster number 1. Lights pop there. You're hoping for icy blues for your bouquet. Okay, so there's your mother of pearl. No pearls on that side. Oh, 1 runaway straight down the front. And you are twinning. And there's no more in that one. So you are twinning with coral pearls to start with. So these corals, they are slightly different shades to each other. But again, so the one on this side is slightly lighter, but you can definitely see that they are extremely close in colour. Oyster number 2. Soft pop there. And again, there is a little bit of a pearl blister in there, but there's no pearls in that side. One, 2, and 3. And there's no more in that one. So you have triples. 3 pearls in that one. So both of them are multiple oysters, Karen. Let's have a look at the colours here. Now again, if you would like to swap all of these for blues, I can do that for you. So you've got a coral, a darker gunmetal grey and a brighter pink. Or of course, if you're happy with these, then that's perfect. I'll just need to know what you'd like to do. So twinning corals, a single coral, gunmetal grey and brighter pink. If I run them through the board, coral number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. Coral number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. The pink is a runaway, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And your coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. All of them to icy blues. Bless you. I mean, I'm sorry that obviously with the luck we didn't get any jewellery there, but I suppose you are building all of these pearls for your bouquet, which I really, really hope is going to look absolutely stunning. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Just have a look at these for me and let me know if you're happy with these here. Oh, bless you. Just going to bring you back up as well. But again, if you're not happy with any of those, no, you are brilliant and you're very welcome. Karen, as always, thank you for the donations with your shells. And again, I hope then you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And that's safe up there for you. Now you think you've got 11 or 12 towards it. Oh, I love that. Are you like, I can't wait to see photos. I'm picturing in my mind what the possibilities could be of including them. And the possibilities are endless. So yeah, I can't wait to see photos. No, I don't sell the bouquet. So Karen's making her own bouquet for her vow renewals, and she's including the blue pearls in it, and has said she will share photos once it's been done. Made you get your back scratcher out. Honestly, it's the best because I've got oyster hands. I use it while on the live to, if I have an itch on my face, it's the best thing. So, you could have them in the centre of the flowers. You could have them, like with a pin attached, and then you could attach a little bit of wire, so you could have them sort of floating, just like coming out of the flowers, floating just above, almost like a pearl bee, if you like, buzzing around the flowers, and then they'll bounce slightly. You could have them so the wire wraps around the flower, so then it comes up around it. You could have them so they're spotted around, or even just on the outs. There's so many, all the pearls on the outside, so many options. I'm so excited. Right. Up next then today is Kate Munnery. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Kate, are you here? Kate, hello. Kate, you have got 3 openings altogether. Would you like to have oysters or egg pops, or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each you would like to have. Oysters, brilliant. Okay, so, oh, did I get through? I did. 1, 2, and 3. Let me just get these out of the packets and then we'll go down. So with the shells, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So 1, 2, 3, let's go down. Okay, so oyster number 1. Can we donate the shells? Of course you can. Thank you very much. So first oyster. Light pop there. Oh, that opened up beautifully. So there's your mother of pearl. You can definitely see that there's no pearls on that side. And running it round and backwards then, I'm just having a squidge. There's no more in that swim. And you have got a autumn peach pearl. So slightly lighter autumn peach from your first oyster. Moving on to oyster number 2. And in here, there's a slight pearl blister on that side, but we can definitely see there's no pearls there. And ran away straight out the side there. You have got a brighter yellow. Just having a squidge. And there's no more in that swim. So here is your brighter yellow. So I'm just getting it focused for you. Sorry, sometimes it just takes a moment because it's blurry and then it just takes a second to... I apologise, Kate. Let's just try that again. There we go. So there is your lemon yellow. And then your last oyster. Light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so he is a darker shade this time, quite a larger pearl compared to your other two. I think he's a chocolatey olive silver. He is. So let me hold him up closer so you can have a closer look. So he's a base chocolate with a silvery olive green overtone to him. What do you think to these? So autumn peach, lemon yellow, and a silvery chocolate olive green. If you're happy with these, Kate, then they are yours. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. Okay, so it's completely up to you. The silver chocolate olive green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. The yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, he's a 6. And the autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. What do you think here, Kate? Are you happy with those, to keep all of those, or are there any there that you would like to swap? We'll keep them, but we'll order a chain for them. Okie dokie. So let me bring you back up. So would you like me to keep these here and not send them out until you've ordered the other item for it? Because then on the website you could do that, or I can obviously just process these as normal, and then if you'd like to order in the future you can do so. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So I'll just make a note. However, if you change your mind and think actually you'd like these to be sent, then please email me and let me know, because I'll keep these here now until yeah, till Tuesday. That's fine. But if you, like I say, in the meantime, if you do change your mind, just send an email over and I can then change it for you. So perfect. So that's safe up there for you. And Kate, thank you for the donations with your shells. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Okay, up next then today is JC Ricks. JC, are you here? JC, hello. JC, you have got one opening altogether. Would you like to have an oyster or a egg pop? Can you have an oyster and keep your shells? Of course you can. So would there be certain colour pearls that you're hoping for, JC? So, oyster, let's get them open for you. And again, let's go down. So, good luck, my lovely. Light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. So there's definitely no pearls there. We have a squidge. Oh, in here there's a pearl, and oh, they played like marbles then. They hit each other and they went flying out the way. So 1 and 2. And there's no more in that one. So you are twinning. Oh, that came away there. So twinning with gold pearls. Now they do both look slightly two-tonal. So gold number 1 and gold number 2. What do you think to these, JC? If you're happy with these, then obviously I can pop one of these on the jewellery and then the other one is loose for you. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. So it is going to be completely up to you what you'd like to do. Gold number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Gold number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. So they are measuring slightly different sizes there. Purples, I've got Cadbury purples or silver purples. So let me just pop your name on here, then I'll show you the Cadbury purple first. Ooh. Okay, so Cadbury purple and then silver purples. Oh, it's there. So I've got a couple of different shades of silver purple, so I'm going to give you like 2 options there. Okay, so we've got 3 options altogether. You've got number 1, number 2, or number 3. This one is slightly two-tonal with lighter and darker areas. Are any of those what you're looking for? 1, 2, or 3? And if so, I'll need to know which one you'd like to swap out up here as well. So the smaller one is number 1 or the larger one is number 2. Did one have an imperfection on it? On the gold, number 1. He does, yes, I didn't see that. It's quite hard to show actually. Just there at the bottom now, if you can see that. I think as the light catches it, it's more obvious. Yes, you can have both pearls on there. I would invoice you for the additional pearl on there. I believe it's £1.50 to just have the fitting for the extra pearl on there. So if you're happy for 2 to go on there, that's absolutely fine. And I would just invoice you tomorrow to the email address on the order form, if that's okay with you. That's perfect. Can you have 2 pearls on there, please, and go for the purple 1 and 2. Okay, so you'd like to swap out both of the golds and have both the purples on there. And let me write this down. So we're going to have both purples, and you're happy to be invoiced for the additional pearl on there. Okay, so the invoice for that, like I said, will get sent across for you tomorrow. It will go to the email address on the order form. You like the slight contrast. It is nice to have the different shades as well, and with the different shades, as the light hits it and catches it, they'll then really complement each other as well. So I hope you're happy with it, and of course I hope your mum's happy with it as well, my lovely. I've wrapped up the shells as well, so they will be included with your order, JC. And yeah, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Oh, bless you. Well, I hope you're both happy with that. Add a lot on. With bracelets, yes. So with bracelets, you can choose to add additional pearls on the bracelet. Again, if you want it on the bracelet so it doesn't come off, it would be an additional £1.50 each pearl. Or you can obviously, like I said before, have lobster fittings or hoop fittings if you want to be able to take the pearls on and off. But if you're happy for the pearls to go on the bracelet and not come off, and you can tell me the order of the colours you'd like them in, and then yeah, I can add as many pearls on as you would like to, or as the bracelet can hold. Up next then today is Delia Cornthia. Delia, are you here? You're very welcome. Delia, hello, hello, hello. Let me just mark that you are here. Okay, so Delia, let's go down. You do have a few of the Risk It for Love games. So we'll play all of the games to start with, and then we'll do whatever openings you have at the end. Okay, so this is going to be game number 1. For each game, you've got 5 tokens. Okay, so good luck. Game number 1. Token number 1 is a white. Game number 2, no, not game number 2, sorry. Token number 2 is that orangey pink two-tonal one. Number 3 is a dark green. Number 4 is a dark purple, and number 5 is a red. Okay, so you do have 5 different colours here. Delia, your choice is going to be, you can either choose to stop here and claim your 2 oyster openings, or you can pull 1 more token out of the bag. You'd like to risk it? Okay, so good luck. Your token is a white. You have got a matching pair there. So your choice this time is you can either choose to stop the game here, and because you've got 2 matching colours, you can claim a charm off the website, completely your choice. Or you can choose to pull a further 1 token out out of the bag. You'd like to stop there, Delia. Brilliant. So your first one is you have won a charm off the website. So what I'll do is I'll write down. Brilliant. I was going to say, do you know which one you'd like? So heart in heart charm. Would you like to have a lobster or a hoop fitting with that? Lobster. Okay, so that one is booked in for you. Brilliant. So if we move straight on to game number 2 then. And then, like I said at the start, we'll do all of the openings together at the end. So game number 2, let's mix these up. And your first one, you have got a dark green. Token number 2 is a bright purple. Number 3 is a dark purple. Number 4 is another dark purple, so you do have a match there. And then number 5 is a light blue. Okay, so your choice here, Delia, is you do have 2 matching colours. So you can choose to either stop here and claim your prize, which is a charm off the website, or you can choose to pull a further 1 token out of the bag. If you pull 1 more out and you match with a colour here, any colour, the game continues. If you pull 1 out and you get another colour, then the game would stop there and you would have 2 oyster openings as your prize. What would you like to do? Claim the prize of a charm or continue? You're not feeling risky, you'll stick with this one. Of course you can. So that game ends there. Do you know which charm you would like to have this time? So again, it can be any charm off the website, and I'll need to know if it's the lobster fitting again. Oh yeah, you've just said. So the June 2021 with a lobster fitting. Just bear with me while I book that in there as well. Okay, perfect. And then we'll do the last game then. You've got a list of charms to choose from, which is perfect. Okay, so last game, and then we'll do your openings. So again, with this one, you've chosen to have 5 tokens. So good luck. Token number 1 is a dark purple. Token number 2 is a bright green. Number 3 is a red. Number 4 is a light blue. And then number 5 is a purple, which means you do have a matching set again. So your choice is the same again, Delia. You can either choose to stop here and claim your prize, which is any charm off the website, or you can choose to risk it and go for another token. If you do have another token and you get a match, the game continues. If you go for another token and you get a new colour, then the game would end there and you would have 2 oyster openings as your prize. What would you like to do? Stick with that one again. Brilliant. Oh, okay, so let me bring you back up. But what would you like your last charm to be? Enchanted rose with a lobster. Okie dokie. Let's just write this down. Yeah, let me book that in as well. Perfect. So all 3 of your charms, you can choose to have pearls on or off. I automatically do put the pearls on there unless you tell me otherwise. Okay, so that means that you get 3 openings altogether. Which 3 would you like to have? Oysters or egg pops, or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each you would like to have. And Jill, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you, my lovely. Oysters, donate your shells. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Are there certain colours you're hoping for then, Delia? So 1, 2, 3. And let's go down. Okay, oyster number 1. Slight double pop there. Oh, and your pearls are on this half of the oyster. Straight away 1 and 2. There's now no more in there. Let me still have a squidge in here for you. There's no more in that one, so you are twinning. Twinning with TARDIS Blue Twins. Visually, they do look very, very similar in colour and size. I will, of course, measure them at the end for you. Oyster number 2. Light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. Oh, and you've got another blue. There's no more in that one. So this one is a larger TARDIS blue. Now the size difference between the twins and this one is quite a lot. And this one is slightly two-tonal as well. And then moving on to your last oyster. Again, softer pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Oh, this one's a Blurple, but it's all very similar. So Blurples are so close to the TARDIS blues, but it's almost like a blue toned opening. So this one is definitely Blurple. So when I hold him up, you're hopefully going to be able to see the blues and purple tones here. Oh, on the camera. Oh, yeah, no, you can see the purples there. I was going to say on the camera it is definitely looking more blue. I think you can see the purple coming through. Wow, 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 wow. Delia, what do you think to these? So twinning TARDIS blues, a single TARDIS blue and then a single Blurple as well. If you're happy with these, then I'll need to know which ones you'd like where. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. So twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5, so they are measuring the same size. The TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And the Blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5 as well. You'd like to swap the twins and the Blurple, okay, for a red, a purple, and a bright sunshine yellow. Okay, so just have a look at these colours here, and then if you're happy with these 3 that I've just added in, I'll need to know which ones you'd like on which item. The Blurple, Michelle. I don't think I've got any Blurples in my swaps, but from memory, I don't think there's anyone on the waiting list for one. But I don't want to say definitely that it is a free pearl, just because I would have to double check. But from memory, I don't think there's anyone waiting. Which colour would you like on which item, Delia? So red on the heart, yes. Purple on the June, and yellow on the enchanted rose. And the blue is perfect loose. Okie dokie. Let me bring you back up. I've just wrote that down for you. Pop these in here. Michelle, if you can pop me an email over, just so then I can let you know yes or no, because then I can obviously get that over to you. I'll pop it in a different bag, and then if you pop me an email over, I can check and then say yes or no, if that's okay. Now, Delia, I've got that down for you, and I hope you're happy with that. That's all on there. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. No, I think that one does come with the necklace, Janine. On the website, I believe it does definitely come with the necklace. Delia, you're very, very welcome. And Michelle, perfect. Yep, just pop me that over, but it's in a separate bag. In fact, let me make a note for Michelle Stone if there's not a wait list. That way I definitely won't mix that one up. But yeah, I'll have a look. You pop me an email over and then I can say yes or no. Perfect. Right, I think that's the end of the order list for today then. Like I did say at the start, thank you for, no, sorry, it is a shorter live today. So thank you all for understanding. Brilliant, Meg. Thank you, my lovely. We're going to be live again on Tuesday evening, back to a normal live in times on Tuesday. So I hope to see you then. I hope you have a brilliant Monday morning and start to your week. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.